Alright guys, I'm back, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it has taken me probably 15 minutes by myself just to get this thing standing. Not happy with the way it sets up in the, I guess you could say, the way the company meant for it to set up. This piece right here is actually made to hoop to the cargo bars on top of your car. So it's got some little straps here, 4 of them, one on each end, 2 in the middle that go around your cargo bars. I just got it looped up to get this piece out of the way for right now. I don't have it extremely tight. It feels tight, but you can see the ridge line sagging. Like I said when I started this, I would probably take these shock cords, cut the chain out, and just take the 2 cords with me. That way it's only 3.5 foot in the air. It lays down more, and then you've got a 9 foot by 6 foot tarp that is plenty big enough for me and my wife when we go camping to use this as a shelter. Now your other option is, instead of pulling it all the way out, it comes with little loops here instead of grommets. The only grommets are actually these, which are made for the pole to go through. You can see I've just got the cord that they ship with it tied around it. It's your standard slip style cords, and then they send, of course, the obligatory cheap tent stakes, which I'll be replacing with some of my own. But overall, I mean, it's a real heavy, not heavy to carry, but a heavy duty material. It seems to be, you know, pretty substantial quality as far as the make of it goes. I'm sure if I had this pulled a little bit better and such, it probably you know, pull that ridge line up a little bit more, but it don't matter. It's not a bad deal for $10, and even at $10 I wouldn't have a problem cutting this in half seriously, and just folding this seam over here and stitching it, you know, so that it's a finished seam like these are, and taking a 6x9 tarp for $10 that's made out of some good heavy waterproof material. I said, it's not a bad deal. It's a pain in the butt to set up by yourself. A few things you can do to make this easier: lay your tarp out, and when you know about where these poles are going to be, dig you a little hole here, put the pole in the ground, and then you know, put the dirt back around it so that the pole will stay pretty much freestanding. That'll make it a little bit easier on you, which is the problem I had, was getting this pole to stay up while I was hanging that pole by myself, because there was nobody here to you know, to hold it steady for me with the wind blowing and everything. The other thing is, it's definitely big enough you could, you know, tie this between a couple of trees. So it comes with some pretty good points, and it comes with shock cords all the way around, so you got cordage, you know, to secure it. Or you could untie these and use your own paracord, bungee straps, what have you. So I think for $10 it's not a bad deal. It's definitely versatile enough. A little bit too tall really to be used as a sleeping shelter, because it opens you up too much to the elements here. But I'm going to take the chains out of these shock cords and probably just use 2 pieces of shock cord, which will give me 2 metal tubes I can use for something else later on. And that'll put it 3.5 foot off the ground, which is plenty low enough to keep some warmth in. And like I said, with it being 2-sided, you know, it's got that silver coating to it that'll reflect a good bit of heat back onto me and absorb a good bit of heat here from the sun to keep me good and warm in the wintertime. And it's flexible enough, you could even use this as a little blanket if you wanted to. I mean, if you wrapped up in this thing in direct sunlight, just the amount of radiant heat it would absorb and put into your body would just be phenomenal. So I'm liking it, especially in this color, in the black. It's not a bad deal. For $10, even with the hassle that I had of actually putting it up, I'd say go out and get one and It has other uses other than what they intended. Of course, if we actually do take the car camping, this would be a pretty good little deal. You know, that's what it's intended for, is for hooking to a car and using for tailgate parties to give you an awning. It's not meant to attach to the ground. It's meant to come out, you know, more of a straight line and just barely tilt down. Kind of like that there. So, I mean, for what it's intended for, it's great. But for what I'm intended to use it for a $10, you know, common man's tarp, I can work with this. I can make this work with no problems. So, that's it right now for Cable Guy Ken. My fingers are a little bit numb. It's a little chilly out today. Don't know exactly how cold. It's probably in the low 30s still. Let's see what my weatherman says here on my phone. Yeah, 32 degrees right now where I'm at. Of course, still got on my flip-flops. So, Cable Guy here, Ken here. I'm gonna let this one go for now. I think this is good enough. Y'all get the idea of it. You got any comments, please post them. I don't care. Say what you want to say. I think that's gonna work pretty good for me. Appreciate you watching. Look for another one here shortly on my water filter setup.